What's up, y'all? Welcome back to OKKK. So I have a cute little segment for you right now. I'm gonna give y'all wings, okay? I am gonna break down winged eyeliner into 3 completely easy steps that you're gonna have no choice but to fly, baby. Now check it out. So one of the features that so many people ask me to teach them, how to apply eyeliner, particularly with the wing. So that tends to be my favorite. You can technically just line the top of your eye and be done with it. But baby, if you ain't flying, if you don't got a wing, I'm gonna show you how. So there's a technique to it. I like to break it down into, I'd like to say a 3-step process on how to apply winged liner. You have many different options when it comes to liners. You can do a pencil, you can do liquid liner, you can also do, which I have close by, a little bit of gel with an angle brush. It really depends on your level of comfort. I normally like to tell people when they first start, try the gel, because the gel is a little bit more forgiving. It's not as runny, of course, as a liquid. You can use it with an angle brush, so it's kind of easy to manipulate. So what I'm gonna show you today, I'm gonna do 2 eyeliner looks. I'm gonna do 1 with each product, but we're gonna get them both to match. I'd like for symmetry to be a constant here when it comes to eyeliner. So for people who are just starting out on this whole winged eyeliner journey, start with the gel. I recommend it because, like I said, it's a little more forgiving. You can use it with a brush, and this tends to be the way I started, and I like to also do it on other people because it's a little bit easier to maneuver. So my favorite is the MAC 266 brush because it's a really thin angle brush. I can control how much product I have on it. I dipped it down a little bit into my e.l.f. gel liner, and I kind of like to just brush the edges off a little bit just so it's really nice and thin. That's the way you can manipulate the brush early to be as thin as possible. All right, now, so here's the step-by-step, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do is line the entire top of my eye. So I'm going from the very inner portion to the outer, and I'm gonna stop, okay? So I usually start halfway through the eye and then slowly tap, press, and pull my liner through. So really dissecting and breaking down the liner, to me, is the key to it, because there's not the pressure of doing one clean, long swoop. Because if you try that, chances are there is more room for error. So there you have it. I started with a very thin layer of the liner on top with the angle brush. That's step 1. Step 2, using the same angle brush, getting a little bit more product on there as well. I am now going to extend the first portion of my wing. I like to tell people that it is the extension of my bottom eyelash. That being said, I'm using the longer end of my brush, and I am starting at my bottom lashes, and I'm pulling my wing upward, like so. Y'all see where I'm going with this? Do you see where I'm going with this? So there we already have it. We have that base for the wing liner right there. Step number 3. This is where it all comes together, folks. A little more product on my brush, making it nice and thin. I just used the longer portion of my brush to extend from my bottom lash, right? Now I'm gonna flip my brush, and at the very tip of where I stopped, I'm gonna just pull that across and connect. See? Y'all see what I did there? Did you see what I did? And there you have, you can fill lightly and slightly right on top so it all flows. And there you have your wing liner. So I like to make it a little bit thick at the base, depending on the look I'm going for. I'm gonna be popping a lash on this too. So I made my liner a little bit thicker on the edge here and then nice and thin through the top. So that's one way to achieve the look of the liner with the gel. The great thing with the gel is that it dries down matte. So me using a liquid on this side that dries matte will make everything nice and even. Using the same exact technique that I used with the gel, I'm gonna be using that with the liquid. For the liquid liner, my favorite is the NYX. Y'all told me in the last video that it was NYX and not NYX. So it's the NYX matte liquid. So taking that down and again doing the same thing. Lining the top. Extending from the bottom now. And then connecting across the top. Easy. As simple as that. A little mascara on top. I already had my bottom lashes done. I had my shadow done for you guys. Putting a little mascara. I typically like to put a coat of mascara on top of my lashes, or on my tap lashes rather, before I do my false lash. So going in with my Maybelline Sensational Lash, just doing a nice thin coat on both sides. So my lashes are up and they're prepped and ready to go to receive the false lash. And that's it, baby. You are all done. You can fly away. Fly away. Fly, fly, fly. Yo, shut up, DeVal.
I ain't signed up for all of this, Josh!